You probably think a seaport is just a place where giant ships arrive, unload cargo, and sail away. But that's only a small part of the story. Behind every busy seaport is one of the largest and most profitable businesses on Earth. Every day, thousands of cargo ships arrive carrying billions of dollars worth of products from around the world. Smartphones, cars, clothes, electronics, food, construction materials, oil, and countless other products all pass through these massive ports before reaching businesses and consumers. Without seaports, global trade would almost stop. A modern seaport is far more than a dock beside the ocean. It's a giant logistics hub where ships, cranes, trucks, freight trains, warehouses, customs officers, and advanced technology work together around the clock. Some of the world's busiest ports handle more than 40 million shipping containers every year, making billions of dollars while supporting entire national economies. So how does a seaport actually make money? Who pays to use it? And what happens every minute a ship enters the harbor? Today, we're taking you inside the seaport business, the gateway to global trade. Long before a cargo ship reaches the port, its journey has already begun. Factories manufacture electronics, clothing, machinery, and furniture. Farms harvest grain, fruits, and vegetables. Mines produce coal, iron ore, and other valuable minerals. Oil fields pump millions of barrels of crude oil every day. These products are packed into shipping containers or loaded onto specialized cargo ships before beginning journeys that can last weeks across the ocean. Finally, the ships arrive. Some carry thousands of colorful containers stacked higher than a 20-story building. Others transport crude oil, liquefied natural gas, automobiles, coal, grain, cement, steel, or chemicals. Every ship entering the harbor is carrying millions or even billions of dollars worth of cargo. Before the ship can dock, experienced harbor pilots board the vessel and guide it safely through the narrow shipping channel. Powerful tugboats then push and position the massive ship beside the terminal, where giant cranes are already waiting to begin unloading. In just a few hours, thousands of tons of cargo begin moving through the seaport. Now that the ship has safely reached the dock, the real business begins. Every minute a cargo ship remains at the terminal costs shipping companies thousands of dollars. That's why speed is everything inside a modern seaport. The first machines to go into action are the giant ship-to-shore cranes. Standing taller than many skyscrapers, these enormous cranes can lift shipping containers weighing more than 30 tons in just a few minutes. One by one, thousands of containers are carefully lifted from the ship and placed onto waiting trucks or automated transport vehicles. But not every ship carries containers. Bulk carriers unload coal, iron ore, grain, cement, and fertilizer using massive conveyor belts and industrial unloading machines. Oil tankers pump millions of barrels of crude oil through giant pipelines into huge storage tanks. Vehicle carrier ships unload thousands of brand new cars using specially designed loading ramps. Each type of cargo has its own terminal, equipment, workers, and unloading system. The faster everything moves, the more ships the port can handle, and the more money it earns. Unloading cargo is only the beginning. The real profits come from the many services a seaport provides after the ship arrives. Shipping companies pay docking fees every time a vessel uses the port. Container companies pay handling fees for every container that is loaded or unloaded. Businesses rent warehouse space to store imported goods before they are delivered to customers. Fuel suppliers earn money by refueling cargo ships before they continue their journey. Trucking companies pay terminal access fees to collect containers. Freight rail operators transport thousands of containers inland, creating another source of revenue for the port. Customs inspections, cargo storage, equipment rentals, maintenance services, and logistics support all generate additional income. Instead of relying on one business, a modern seaport earns money from dozens of different services operating at the same time. That's what transforms a simple harbor into a billion-dollar transportation empire. So far, we've seen how cargo arrives and how it's unloaded. But here's the question that really matters. How does a seaport actually make billions of dollars? The answer is simple. A seaport doesn't own the cargo, it sells services. Every time a cargo ship enters the harbor, it pays docking fees just to use the port. Every container that is lifted by a crane generates a handling fee. If a container stays in the storage yard for several days, storage charges begin to increase. Ships also purchase fresh water, electricity, fuel, waste disposal, and maintenance services before continuing their journey. Meanwhile, trucking companies pay terminal access fees, rail operators pay to use rail connections, and logistics companies rent warehouses inside the port. Some ports even lease land to private companies for factories, container terminals, fuel depots, and distribution centers, creating a steady stream of rental income every year. Instead of relying on a single source of income, a modern seaport earns money from dozens of businesses operating inside one massive facility. That's why the world's busiest ports generate billions of dollars every year. Running a seaport isn't just about moving cargo. It's about managing one of the most complex operations in the world. Every day, thousands of workers coordinate ships, cranes, trucks, trains, warehouses, and customs inspections to keep cargo moving without delays. A single mistake can slow down an entire supply chain. That's why modern ports rely on advanced technology. Artificial intelligence helps schedule ship arrivals. Automated cranes unload containers with incredible precision. Digital tracking systems monitor every container from the moment it arrives until it leaves the port. Security teams inspect cargo, customs officers verify shipments, and maintenance crews keep thousands of machines operating around the clock. Many of the world's largest ports never truly sleep. Whether it's day or night, cargo is constantly arriving, unloading, and moving toward its final destination. The more efficiently a port operates, the more ships it can serve, and the more profit it can generate. A seaport may generate billions of dollars, but it also comes with enormous costs. Building a modern seaport isn't something that happens overnight. It takes years of planning, billions of dollars in investment, and thousands of workers to transform an empty coastline into one of the busiest transportation hubs in the world. The port needs deep shipping channels so the world's largest cargo ships can safely enter and leave. Giant cranes, container yards, warehouses, fuel terminals, rail connections, highways, and advanced security systems all have to be built before the first ship even arrives. And the spending doesn't stop there. Every day, ports must maintain cranes, repair roads, dredge shipping channels, upgrade technology, pay thousands of employees, and protect the facility from accidents, cyber attacks, and severe weather. Competition is another challenge. Shipping companies always look for the fastest and most efficient ports. If delays become common, cargo ships may simply choose another port, taking millions of dollars in business with them. That's why the world's most successful ports constantly invest in better equipment, smarter technology, and faster operations to stay ahead of the competition. For centuries, seaports have connected nations through trade. Today, they remain one of the most important industries on Earth. As global trade continues to grow, ports are becoming smarter, faster, and more automated. Artificial intelligence helps schedule ship arrivals, autonomous vehicles transport containers across terminals, and automated cranes move cargo with incredible speed and precision. Many ports are also investing in cleaner technologies, including electric equipment, shore power for docked ships, and renewable energy to reduce emissions while handling even larger volumes of cargo. Despite these changes, one thing remains the same. Every product that crosses an ocean still needs a port. Every imported car, shipping container, barrel of oil, and shipment of grain depends on these massive transportation hubs. Without seaports, global trade simply couldn't function. The next time you see a giant cargo ship on the horizon, remember that behind it is an industry worth billions of dollars, quietly moving the world's economy every single day. If you enjoyed this look inside the seaport business, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more documentaries about the world's biggest industries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.